Speaking of sound effects,
Yes.
um, when we were working on um, not Dinner Party, but the game that we were working on after it, that was like a expansion of Dinner Party, which we have since then abandoned.
Right.
But that was like a party game,
Mhm.
and the designer was giving a list of audio things for the audio guy to do,
Mhm.
and one of them was the sound of cheese, and he was
Okay.
like, "What is the
That's
sound of cheese?
that
Cheese does
is
not
yeah.
have a
That's
sound."
very specific.
And
In the Foley work, that you're not gonna get that.
but you know what? He he nailed it.
Oh,
He
did
was
he?
like, he was there thinking, "What is the sound of cheese?" And apparently he just slammed the desk, and it was perfect because it's the sound of like cheese landing on a conveyor belt, basically.
Right. Okay. That's
So
pretty
yeah,
cool. Oh, that's very cool, actually.
audio is definitely the most interesting thing
Oh, Foley work
um,
is ridiculously cool.
in game design, especially
I think
because.
anything generally, like
Well, yeah, I
Foley
guess I
work
mean
is fantastic.
it's pretty similar in.
Yeah, I had to
Uh,
study it at college, and
yeah,
it was great. It was really cool to learn.
you just have to be like a mad scientist of sound, really.
Yeah, pretty
Like you
much. We
you
had
think,
to do
how do I
like
make
a
this sound? And
we had to do a what was it? Like a like swords bang across each other. Because it was a sword fight we had to mimic, and I just ended up using copper pipes because it sounded pretty accurate for what I was looking
yeah,
for. But yeah, no, it's really hard to find the right thing. Like I remember this from when we learned it. The if you're going for like the sound of, like if you're going for like an action thing or like a brutal thing and you want the sound of a skull being cracked, you use a watermelon.
yeah. Well, what apparently it's the same resistance or something. No, not the resist. That doesn't make sense. Oh no, that's what I'm thinking of. Apparently, it's the when you
Oh,
bite into a carrot, that's the same resistance as biting into someone's finger.
oh, okay.
But you, I guess your mind is programmed to not bite someone's finger off. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but if
That
you were
is true.
trying to bite someone's finger off, it would be as easy as biting into a raw carrot,
Yeah, that is true actually. Apparently.
which is
Um,
kind of terrifying to think of.
yeah, so that's why I guess so like psychopaths are able to do it probably. Because they're
Mm.
just mental already. So like, yeah, this is no problem. I wonder if like the stuff like you know the heavy rain scene where you have to chop off your finger,
Yeah,
or you have the
good
choice to.
times.
Yeah, good, amazing times, fantastic. I love it. Um, I wonder if like under those circumstances, would you like would you be able to convince yourself to do it?
I don't know. There was a time in my life when I was considering cutting off my finger.
I'm sorry,
Good,
what?
dark times. It's
Yeah,
alright. I don't.
that sounds like absolutely horrible times.
I didn't do it though, so it's alright.
Well, yeah, I'm aware of that. I that's.
That's always the reassuring.
Do you want a hug?
No, I want extra fingers.
Yeah.
Hands on the end of my fingers.
Technically you can do that. You've
I
got one of
do
those.
exactly.
You have one of those things. It's interesting how you had the opposite reaction to Sam. Like Sam was just like, "Why would anyone want this?" And you were like, "Who wouldn't want this? This is amazing."
Speaking of,
It
actually, I'll
was
be
great.
seeing Sam next month, so
Yeah, yeah, I heard.
can show off my lovely hand to him.
If you don't greet him with that on, I will be
Oh my
massively
god, I'm
disappointed in
definitely gonna have to.
you. Like he's not gonna see it coming, because he's never gonna watch this series. So I don't think he watches any of my videos. To be fair, he's a busy man. He has a
Very
full-time
busy.
job now.
Doesn't even stream anymore, which is very
No,
sad.
it
But
is sad. It's sad. I've. He said he's going to try and stream more, which he better.
he's not gonna
He
stream.
better. I've ordered him to buy Persona 5 because it's half off on PSN store. He better stream that game.
That would be interesting, seeing Sam play a Persona game.
Yeah, I think he'd really enjoy it. I think he'd get into it quite quickly.
When you and Lewis were doing Catherine,
Yeah.
I thought it'd be really interesting if me and Sam did Catherine
Oh,
because
there, that would be cool.
I feel like our answers would be the opposite of what you guys picked for most of the thing.
Possibly.
It would have been good if we'd done it side by side, but
I think it was just interesting for Lewis and I because he's a massive pessimist and I'm a massive optimist.
mm,
So just like, oh, he wants to watch a world burn, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is fine. It was interesting. It's that's the thing I like about like talking about Lewis. Like we have very similar but opposite opinions with a lot of things. Like I really liked Beyond Two Souls, and he absolutely hated it with every fibre of his being. And it was just because of...
Was it worse than The Mummy?
No, he hated The Mummy far more.
Yeah, I love how vocal he is about hating The Mummy.
No, we brought that up in the playthrough actually, because it is his film of the decade if you're unaware. He loves it, absolutely loves it. Couldn't go a day without watching it. I think.
I wish he'd let's play the Mummy game.
But that's not like based on the film, is it?
Exactly. Well, no, it is. It's like a tie-in for the film, but it's not really to do with the film.
Right,
like, you know how they always used to do that. Like, it's kind of a callback to when there would always be like a movie tie-in game, but a lot of the time it would have nothing to do with the movie.
Right. Okay, I see.
Which is cool.
Yeah, well, that's pretty neat.
But that's why he should play it.
I miss games where they were tie-ins to films. Like,
what do you think is the best movie tie-in game?
Oh,
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, if my answer is pretty obvious, I assume is yours going to be the same as mine? I don't actually know if you played it.
It's not your answer; it's the answer. There is no movie tie-in game better than the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
That's a challenge. Someone leave one in the comments.
Who framed Roger Rabbit? No, that isn't a game.
Is that even?
No.
There should be.
There should be. It would be great,
good.
actually. It could be really good. Given the right team, yeah, it would have potential for sure. What did that do? Do I have to go back? I guess so. I think so, yes. Yes, because the checkpoint is telling
Should we say on the count of 3 what the best movie tie-in game of all time is?
Okay, can't wait for Sky Black. 3, 2, 97, Toy Story 2. Of course it is.
There you go.
Yeah, no, there is no better. It's a phenomenal... It's a 10 out of 10 platformer. You don't get... As a platformer, you do not get much better than that.
And the thing is, as an actual...
Oh, no.
as a game of the movie, it's not, like, accurate at all, because Buzz can fly and shoot... Well, he can't fly, but he can shoot lasers.
Okay, so what's your favourite level from that game?
Well, I never got far enough into it as a kid.
Okay, so when you have a passport now, visit me. When you do... Crash Bash and Toy Story 2. You gotta play it.
Oh man.
You gotta do it. And also, no, you know what? I'm getting you to play Toonby. You haven't played that, have you?
No.
No. So you have to stay for like 4 weeks.
I imagine there's probably a lot of games I could do.
Yeah. No, I think we could have like a whole like 24-hour stream of you just experimenting with various games.
God. After streaming the other day till 4 in the morning, I can honestly say I never want to do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, no, I've been there. I am very aware that it is the worst thing in the world. I only did it for the children, and I regret it.
I was only streaming
Children
for 4
don't
hours.
deserve it. No, I'm joking. But it was horrible. Like, don't ever stay up for 24 hours. It's the worst feeling in the world. Like, I stayed up for like 34 hours as well, because I had the genius idea of, no, let's not start at 8 AM when I wake up. Let's start at 3 PM, because that's when it's great for other people. You cretin. Like, why, Teal?
Well, I did, when I was at uni, I guess I was doing some all-nighters to finish work.
Right.
Yeah, so I have stayed...
Oh,
I don't actually know what the longest I stayed up for is.
Probably a long time, man. It's not fun.
The joys of uni.
Yeah. The worst I've probably done like in recent memory is I've stayed up till like I guess oh well these are rad. I've stayed up till like stuff like trying to think what time it actually was. Like 3 a.m. because of a game launched at midnight, and I covered a couple of like videos of it or something. That's the extent in recent memory. Or if there's been like a Sony conference at 4 a.m. and I have to wake up for it, I'm just like, oh, like it's probably nothing I care about. But what if it does announce Spyro?
Yeah.
But what if I need to be there for that because I'll cry with joy when it gets announced? I need to see that. Who doesn't want to cry with joy? I feel like I'm stuck. This isn't good.
This is interesting. This is
This
sort
is
of a
really
puzzle.
cool. Yeah, I like this a lot. This whole game is very clever.
It's a maze, but like it's two mazes.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you have to consider both at the same time, which is interesting.
Aha! That can't be it. No, I refuse to believe that was it.
Wow.
I refuse. There's no way. I will be very, very sad if that is it. Oh. Oh, I see. But how? Oh, no, there it is. Never mind. I was going to say, how? How can that be it? Like, there's so much effort you have to go through to do that. You can't do this to me.
I had a really cool idea for a Metroidvania.
Go on.
It's a Metroidvania that spans across several games from completely different franchises.
Okay.
Where you have to learn something from one game, you take it back to the original game, and then to get past that you have to learn it from another game. But the games probably wouldn't... did you ever see... Have you ever played Frog Fractions? Do you know anything about Frog Fractions?
The name rings a bell.
Okay, good. Never ever look up anything about Frog Fractions, and just... But you should probably record it, because as gaming experiences go, it's probably up there in one of the most interesting.
Okay. Interesting. Is it on Steam or?
The first one I believe is a browser game.
Oh, okay. I feel like someone requested me to do that as like a thing for the Patreon, but I might be wrong.
Well, just yeah, you need to.
Okay. Interesting. But no, I have not played that, I don't think. Unless I'm forgetting something, but
Yeah,
you,
well,
you'd think I'd remember that.
Yeah, you would remember if you'd played it. Frog Fractions 2. Basically, there was a treasure hunt. To kind of find that game, which spanned across several different games.
Okay.
Which is really interesting. You should at least look up a video about how that kind of went down, but not until you've played Frog Fractions.
Okay. Like the going back to your idea of the Metroidvania, like you could have obviously new levels, but like one thread, I guess, from each original game that's clearly the same level, or at least, and then obviously have something added to it with the power up from another level or another game.
Yeah. What is really interesting to me is from Super Mario Maker. Before they added in checkpoints, what people would do to create checkpoints in their level is they would simply just put in a bit that you only have knowledge of if you've got to that part.
Yeah.
So when you play through it a second time, you can just go straight to that part and skip the whole first section.
They sort of did that with like ROM hacks. Like they had like invisible pipes you could sort of just go into. And it was just like, oh, like this is how you could create it. Because there was a time you couldn't create 2 checkpoints, but now you can.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess now thinking about it, Super Mario Bros. 3 did that with the whistles. In fact, all the Super Mario Bros. Games did that. The first one did it with warp pipes.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say warps and the whistles are the same thing per se, but
Well, they are because the. I mean, when I was. Have you watched the Game Grumps? What was it?
no touch challenge.
No touching. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking because with the NES you couldn't save those games. You had to start again.
Oh, okay. I see what you
That's
mean.
what the warp whistles are for. It's because if you've got to a certain point and then you have to turn it off, next time you play, because you can get to the last world just by beating the first 3 levels.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean now. Yeah.
No, it's not the first 3. The first
Yeah.
one is on level 3. The other one's in the mini fortress.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, but I mean, like with the whole checkpoint thing for levels, it's more super long Goliath levels sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because you can create some extremely long levels. Some possibly too long, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just like when you learn about
Oh,
secrets.
whoops.
Oh dear.
I accidentally unleashed the laser. Wasn't technically needed, but whatever.